everyone, the Apple Watch Ultra 2 has just officially came out, so let's go ahead and show you exactly how to use this specific beautiful watch. Now this watch has a lot of capability. I'm a massive fan of it, and if you picked it up, you are in the right hands because this Apple Watch is going to last a long amount of time. It's an expensive watch, but it's definitely going to be one that's going to be here for a long period of time. So, starting off with the outside, you are getting this beautiful 49 millimeters casing on the outside, and it looks very nice. It's a very good display, as you can see. Now, on the left side of this specific watch, you can see we have our speaker grill, we have a microphone, we also have our action button. Now this action button is configurable. We can change it to a few different options, and I'll show you how to do that later on in this video. On the top, you don't really get anything. On the bottom, you don't really get anything either. They should probably put a microphone here, to be honest. Now on the right side, you are getting a couple of other things. You're getting 3 microphones as far as I can see. You're getting the side button here, and you're getting the digital crown. Now this digital crown is very important. It's going to be a button that you're going to use a lot, and I'll show you how to kind of utilize it in a second, but kind of get used to the outside. Now you will have your bands here. Now if you just got your Apple Watch, you may not have the bands installed, or if you're getting a used one, sometimes they already have the bands installed for you, especially if somebody already set it up. But if you want to go ahead and attach or detach the bands, it's a very basic process. You'll see that there's 2 buttons on the top. There's a button up here, and there's a little tiny same exact button at the very bottom. Now, you should probably at least do this one time so you know how to go ahead and remove and attach your bands. But what you can do is you can hold down on this specific button right here. So just click onto this attach button, and you'll be able to slide these bands off. So it can be a little bit of a process, but you can slide these bands off just like this. You can do the exact same thing on this bottom side as well. So click into this button just like this, and you'll basically be able to slide this band off just like this again. And then from there, you'll basically be able to take this off, just like so, and there you have the band. Now what you can do if you want to attach the band again, you want to find this little metal slot right there that's in the middle, and you want to slide that into whichever way you want to. If you want the band one way, you can do it one way or the other. You can do the exact same thing on the other side as well. So click it right into place, and then you'll basically have that band just like that, and that's basically how it's done. It's a super basic process. Now, zooming back out, you will basically get into your Apple Watch. Now if it's off, you can always click on the side button right here to turn it on. There's a couple ways to turn on your Apple Watch Ultra 2. You can either tap on the display to turn it on, or what you can do is you can just look at it. If the watch is on your wrist, just like how my Apple Watch Series 4 is on my wrist, you can see that it's currently off, but if I look at it, it'll go ahead and turn on. Same exact thing for the Apple Watch Ultra 2. If I look away, the watch will turn off. If I look it back on, it'll go ahead and turn back on. So you can either turn on the display by tapping on it, you can also turn off the display by looking away from it, it'll automatically time out. Or what you can also do is you can go ahead and palm it and just cover the whole entire display with your palm, and it will go ahead and turn the display off too. Now with these buttons on the side, you have a couple of other options as well. If you want the digital crown, if you actually turn that digital crown open, it'll actually go ahead, if the display is off, it will actually go ahead and turn on the display too. You can also click on the side button to turn it on, or you can click on your action button sometimes to turn it on too. Now you'll come straight into your watch face. Now your watch face is going to have all the information that you'd ever want on the side of it, so you can customize this whichever way you want to. So the stock widgets, this is basically what it looks like stock, but if you hold down on your Apple Watch face, you'll come into this panel. Now what you want to do, if you want to, you can skip this if you don't want to, but essentially you can click on the edit button down here, and you can change your watch faces. So now what you can do is you have these things called complications. Complications are essentially the widgets that you have around your specific time and all this other stuff. So you can change them. Let's say I don't want my, whatever this is, the temperature outside. Let's say I don't want that. Well, what I can do, and sometimes if it just exits out, you can just go back into it by clicking edit again. You can tap on that specific complication you no longer want. You can move and slide this digital crown like this, or you can move the display just like this by almost like an iPhone screen, and you can change it to other things. So let's say instead of the humidity, I want wind or something, or I want rain, right? Well, let's say I tap on rain. Well, that complication is now going to go from the temperature or whatever it was to the rain now. And I can change this to all sorts of different complications as well. Let's say I want to change it to wherever else I want to go and change it to. I can change it to compass. I can change this to anything else. I can change all these complications if I want to. So it's a really cool option that you have. And you can change this middle one to something else too, like a world clock. Okay, let's say I want this. So there's a lot of other options you have here, which is really awesome. If you're done, you can just tap on this little digital crown, and you can tap on it again, and that's that. These buttons can all be tapped, so you can tap into your digital crown, you can tap into your side button. Now within watchOS 10, there's a couple of things. If you swipe down from the top, you'll get into your notifications. So these notifications will basically be all the notifications basically from your Apple Watch or from your iPhone to your Apple Watch. So that's something that's really cool. You can swipe back up. But what you can also do is you can swipe up from the bottom and you'll get into your widgets. So sometimes it may take a second. You'll have your time, but you'll also have all these other widgets going on within your specific watch, which is honestly very cool. So you can see the temperature, you can see, your move goals, so many other things. And it's honestly a very, very nice touch as well. Clicking back into your digital crown, if you want to go ahead and access some other things, like let's say your applications, you can go ahead and basically get into this. You can click into the digital crown just like this, and you will see all the applications that you currently have. So there are tons and tons of applications available for your device. So you can basically just scroll through and see all the different apps that are currently available. Now, if you want to download a certain application or whatever, you can always make your way over to your app store and essentially download these applications that way. So this is something that's really cool. You can always scroll through all the different applications and everything that you have, and you'll basically be able to find all the apps that are available. You can click on the search button right here, and you can go and search for other applications that you have as well. So if you want to download an application like for messages or something, you can go ahead and just type in messages like this, click search, and you should be able to find whatever message applications that are available. And sometimes there might already be there, so you can just download them. If you want to go back, you can click back here, or if you want to go back home or the previous panel, you can click back into the digital crown, and it's almost like a home button in a way. Now, another application is the settings app. So I would recommend just going through here, following and finding all the applications that look familiar and that you like, kind of going from there. The settings application is a very popular one. I would recommend every single person to get used to. So come inside of your settings application right here. And then what you're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and just kind of scroll through and kind of get used to these panels. On your iPhone, it's almost the exact same type of display. So what you're going to want to do is scroll up here. You want to click on General, which is right here. And what you can do is you can just go ahead and scroll through as you normally would. You can click Software Update. You can change these panels out too if you want to. You can really do whatever you want to. But I would recommend going through and actually updating your specific Apple Watch as soon as you pick it up. So come to Settings, update your Apple Watch, and go from there. Now, another thing is the Recents panel. So if you want to get into your Recents applications, you want to go ahead and double-click the digital crown. So double-clicking the digital crown will basically bring you into your recent panels. So you can go ahead and find all the applications that we recently were in. So you can see we were recently in Settings and the App Store. So I can hop into the Settings if I want to. And that's another thing you can do too. Now click back home and you'll come back home. Now the side button here, if you click into it, it'll just bring you straight into your control center. So this is a really cool thing because now you can see all the different complications you have. You can enable or disable Bluetooth. You can see your battery life. So many other things. You can edit these toggles as well. So that's another thing you have the opportunity of doing. And I'd recommend going through and basically editing these widgets if you want to, but also going through and getting used to them as well. If you go ahead and hold down this side button here, you can basically turn off your Apple Watch. So you can turn on siren, you can turn on emergency call, or if you click on that power button up here, you can go and slide to power off your Apple Watch. That's another option you have. And finally, the action button on the side. If you want to configure it, all you have to do is tap on the action button, and it will go and tell you here that you can go and configure this action button to other things. So what you can do is you can click on choose action, and what's going to happen is it's going to allow you to go ahead and choose a different thing if you want to. So as soon as you tap it, it'll go ahead and enable something. So if you want to tap it to enable flashlight or nothing or workout or whatever, you can configure it to whatever you want to. These are the action buttons that we have now, but in the future, I think Apple's going to change them. But that's another really cool thing that you have. And if you click back, it'll actually take you straight into the action button settings panel, which you can kind of go ahead and essentially, unlock a few things. I usually turn off, hold this turn on for the siren because it can be kind of annoying. But that's another option you have too. And finally, clicking back home, you can just go back into it. So I'll just click back here, go back here, and you're back home. So that is a quick introduction on how to use your Apple Watch Ultra 2. If you want a more thorough, specific instructions for all these other Apple Watch Ultra things, I've made a lot of videos on my second channel on exactly how to use your Apple Watch Ultra 2 in more detail. So if you ever get lost, you can watch those videos on that second channel as well. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.